one, they're like, okay, thank God, at least Brian Sumner is going to tell us what's going on, and this link is broken. My programming had a profound but sinister effect on the profits of Electronic Arts. In only 20 months, the money flowing into the company increased fivefold, from 3.4 billion to 11 billion. It's safe to say that's the single most important thing that happened to EA in those early years, says Chris Connor, who now works at EA. The long-term effect on the company's bottom line might have led EA to take long-term risks with their employees' health and well-being. But in the 1990s, even the sharpest game companies were focused on short-term profits. For instance, maybe you remember EA as the... Alright, that's number 2. Number 3. The motto EA Sports, it's in the game, changed my outlook on life. And here's why. That says it all, at least for me. EA Sports, just in the past few months, introduced the Journey mode in the FIFA series. That's the main hook of this Madden game, which they also do an amazing job of utilizing all over the game. EA Sports' Star Wars Battlefront was also the biggest video game of 2015, and it gave me my biggest video game moment ever in 2015 when I logged in for the first time and played as Darth Vader for the first time in Star Wars Battlefront. EA Sports has really learned how to blank. Dude, we've got 3 pretty potent options. Alright, get your boats in. Okay, I figured as much. Dude, it had to be number 2. Number 2 is so aggressive. All right, congratulations. This is my new EA job. Wait, should I just put a period? And then even the sharpest game followers are focused on long-term profit. For instance, maybe you remember EA as the... God, it's even more of a power move. You gotta leave them wanting. Next up is a summer job I had to program the Android application for the P90X workout program. This was like 2 guys were working on an app, and they hired me to help out with this Android thing, and I never met them, and they didn't end up paying me for half of my work, but it did actually put really good stuff on my resume. I'll start the first prompt just normally. What should the second prompt be? 2 guys got me ripped in more ways than one. I think these 2 videos can even be combined because I think it's great to stretch both sides of your body at the same time. I started my trainer workouts on Sunday. They kicked my ass! Seems so hard! I think I've stumbled upon a pain of sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching the girls. I don't know if it's... This one leaves a lot to the imagination. It's pretty potent. Somebody's kicking my ass, but also my ass is in the chair. I mean, this is a power move opener. And once again, I want to reiterate, this is for a programming job for the Android application. This will probably not work. I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but here we go. 2 guys got me ripped in more ways than one. Living on borrowed time. Please check back soon, as I will be trying to post something daily, so please keep checking back to see what I've come up with. This is for my LinkedIn profile. Also, thank you all for your well wishes and best wishes for my niece and sister. I will keep them in my prayers. My niece and sister will be having back surgery this week, so I'm going to ask all of you to send some good. This could be, okay, because this could be a power play of like, the recruiter is looking at my profile. They're like, I don't know if this person is even qualified for the Android programming job. I'm going to spam at him. And then they see this, and they think, wow, his niece and sister is going to be having back surgery. I should give him a job. He needs the money. Okay, we've got 4 options. Number 1 is, this is like an advertisement for the app. Number 2, my love handles are shrinking. I don't think I want this on my LinkedIn profile. It would be one thing if I mentioned sitting for an hour a day watching the girls, right? And then I like follow up and kind of, clarify maybe what the situation is. But I just cut off the next sentence. I don't know, man. It implies that I was like arrested while I was writing this, watching the girls. The implication here. We gotta change it. Can I change it to men? I feel like that's fine. Young men. Well, okay. If this one works, I'm going to replace girls. Option number 3. Oh, this is my niece and sister having back surgery. Okay. Not surprisingly, we're gonna go with the love handles. I also think I've stumbled upon a pain of sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching the blank. Whatever word comes next. The single word that comes next. We swap that in for girls and we're good. I just don't want my profile to imply anything illicit or fundamentally creepy. I'm watching the kids. No! Is that better? Can I redo it? This one's worse. How about I can redo a single word or phrase if it's particularly bad, but I have to gift 5 subs every time. I also think I've stumbled upon a pain of sitting in this chair for an hour a day while I'm watching my children. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Everybody still wins because I'm still watching kids. We get the best of every single world. incredible. The next up is ESL. It's like a huge esports company, and I spent 2 years as a project manager, a producer, running tons of esports events, like big Hearthstone shows. Okay, here's what I actually did. Managed the design, budgeting, and execution for live esports tournaments and media content. So we got a lot to work with there. I think we could mention the games. We could mention the fact that some of the stuff I did is technically on Hulu. Why don't we just turn the temperature up a lot? Controls the randomness of sampling, the creativity. Cool, so let's make this one really creative. Cool, so this one might be a little bit less coherent because we are doing maximum creativity. You ever watched Hearthstone in 2016 or 2017? I led almost every major tournament, including Guys, this is too creative. How does one AI generate so much creativity? This is not English, right? Who is Business Zeus? I'm gonna redo it with less creativity. Let's try a 1.5 creativity. I led almost every major tournament, including playing almost from B, apparently pony undermount. Dude, these are too creative. It's not even English. It just like picks random words. We could go low. Make it less than 1.5. This is an experiment. We won't keep this one unless it's awesome. You ever watched Hearthstone in 2016 or 2017? I led almost every major tournament, including the last 2 BlizzCons, and I'm sure you've seen me at the top of the leaderboard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now. I've made a lot of progress. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now. I've made a lot of progress. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a pretty good player. I've been playing Hearthstone for almost a year now, and I've made a lot of progress. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty close. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna lie. It's very honest. We'll leave this one. Doug worked for an esports agency that made millions off the backs of young athletes competing in video game tournaments, which were broadcast on TV. Not correct. It would appear that Doug's pay was meager, but he made up for it by watching 4 to 5 hours of video game tournaments, taking notes and filing lawsuits against everyone he thought was being ripped off by his employer. When the FBI approached him in 2014 about an investigation into the pay-to-win craze in esports, he said, "What? Did you watch my website? I was writing on site. I was doing the videos. I was fucking writing. I was doing a lot." A reporter, Doug Williams, was once an employee of an esports agency that made millions off the backs of young athletes competing in video games tournaments, which were broadcast on TV. Doug and his co-workers paid a tiny salary, were prohibited from competing in any video game. Yeah, I guess my channel's name is Doug Williams, which is the new description for my job as an esports producer. So it's between I'm not gonna lie to you and the FBI investigation. 3, 2, 1. Oh, not gonna lie to you. Congratulations. Next up, in college, I did a programming internship at Zynga, the beloved developers of Farmville, where I worked on a canceled Facebook game. This was for Pirateville, which never released, but it was like a new version of Farmville. It was gonna have pirates. We could start with that. Option number 1. I worked on a pirate video game at the beloved media conglomerate Zynga, and it was a nightmare. From being a 9-to-5er who looked forward to coming home to eat an organic green salad, to waking up on my knees in a crawl space under the desk. I gotta change music here. The worst part, I didn't even get to do the whole crawling in a crawl space part. My last day was nearly 2 months ago. I still haven't managed to bring myself to eat a single salad. Might not even be worth my time. Maybe become too bitter. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it. The job I did lead to a bit of fun. This is when I met Jimmy Fallon. All right, let's go back to some fun music. It's when I met Jimmy Fallon. I told him how we went to college together, how we played video games in the arcade together. Fallon wasn't sure what to think about that. I don't know what the fuck. We just did a roller coaster. I'm happy the story has a happy ending, though. Everybody loves Jimmy Fallon. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I am the captain of the Washington Capitals. I am the captain of the Washington Capitals. I am the captain. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? Did you see what I did there? You like what I did there? Can we stay here all night? You don't even know. Did you know about the new captain in town? Yeah, didn't know. Everybody was in the dark. I can't be the captain. I'm not really good at it. Do you see that sign over by the locker room door? It says Captain Offkin. I didn't even know that existed. Who do you think they are? What is that sign even up? Captain Offkin? Is that their term for me? It is a term for me. I've been the captain for years now, but this is my time. I'm so excited. I'm also scared. All the I mean, this is going in a different direction than the others. I love that, like, we put in captain twice in the prompt. The AI is like, all right, everything has to be captain. Which new description? For my job as an intern working on a pirate Facebook game. Oh my god, 4 votes. 4 votes off. Captain wins. Dude, look at the previews, right? If somebody just opens this, we kind of beat them down, right? We let them in to our ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, and then finally they get to the bottom, and I look them square in the eyes and I say, look at me. I'm the captain now. By this point, I've got them by the balls. This job is mine. Next up is the description for my college education at UC Berkeley. Okay, we can write a description for what I did at my college. In the first 2 years, I got great grades in my classes, but then once I became a junior, it suddenly became difficult for me to get good grades. True, my GPA was 2.65, which is much lower than expected. I was very upset and worried, and I figured that maybe this semester will be different. Fortunately, no luck. I still have a good GPA, but it has been dropping steadily. 2.5. And now 2.45. Not good at all. I feel like I don't deserve it because I have been lazy. I've not done much work, have not attended class regularly, have not always come to class on time. That is the lowest of lows. And probably the lowest of lows that I will ever be able to get to in my life. I can't help feeling bad about myself, and I guess I should take some responsibility for my low GPA. I was not the only person who was lazy, but I could have been. I don't know why you would put this in your LinkedIn profile. It's not the place to wax poetic about your sinking GPA. I was such a damn good student, they made me a teacher. Mother didn't raise no fool, and a teacher I was. The other day, my English class went out to the local high school to see It's a Wonderful Life. They had all kind of snacks and drinks to keep them occupied, to help them not talk during the movie. Did I mention I teach seniors? I should have known I would have had to keep an eye on those bozos. I was very concerned about the soda thing. There were 4 of them. They were pretty quiet, just enjoying the movie. Everyone else in the movie was quiet too. No one was talking, except when the kids couldn't hear the speaker. God, I know this is going to go somewhere good. We're at the movies in a high school with the seniors that I'm teaching, I think. No one was talking except when the kids couldn't hear the speaker. It was perfect. But then, out of the blue, as I was reaching for my coffee, I heard this stupid American accented voice pipe up. Well, of course, I had to turn. Maybe the strategy here, we leave them a cliffhanger. We want the recruiters to think, oh my god, I could hear the rest of the story if I only hire this man. That's pretty good. I don't know if I'm teaching high school students or something. So there I was, sitting on campus with a book in one hand and a beer in the other, when suddenly I'm interrupted. We're concerned about your drinking, the police officer said. I think they've already given you the magic word to ask the administration, so you can't answer anymore. I looked at him for a second, then I saw him. To me, he looked like a perfect clone of my dad. His hair was a little shaggier, his face slightly paler, his gait was a little slower. The only difference was that he was a police officer. It was him. I was hallucinating. They had to be. My best friend, Myers, had dragged me out of the dorm room and taken me to this bar, a place with arcade games, karaoke, $3 beers. I wasn't sure what I was in for, but I knew I wasn't gonna like it. You see that game over there? Myers asked. Sorry. You see that game over there? Myers asked. What happened to my police father? God, I want to know the rest so badly. Which new description for my college education? Wow, going for police dad mostly. The incredible story of how we found our policeman father is my new description for what I did in college. Congratulations. And last but not least, my job as a YouTuber. All right, we've got 1 left. Doug. With this one, we maybe need to do a few more. This one needs to be really potent, I think. My YouTube channel can be pretty weird. So let me explain it with food. 1, my channel gets weird if I watch popular videos on YouTube. I think this is why people can't find the channel. More recently, I found myself eating strawberries. I would have a strawberry for 5 days. Just watch them crumble on the desk. Don't ask how I was managing to eat them. I keep forgetting what I'm doing with my videos. So I just go on, and then after a while, it all feels like a blur. 3, it's very difficult to say anything intelligent when your body is full of strawberries. That's about all that's worth saying, really. Haha. I don't know what makes me laugh more, the video or the fact that I just said haha twice in a row. I've been getting a lot of questions about the videos. So I thought I would put the questions to you guys. Is it normal to eat the strawberries? This has some promise. A few times people have said true in chat. Like, none of these stories have been relatable. Somebody typed true in chat, I think during the police dad thing. Nobody in chat has been stopped by the cops for alcoholism and realized it was their father. I've touched over 1 million people through my job as a teacher. and an author. My next book is a young adult paranormal fantasy entitled Rancho Murders. I'm holding a Rafflecopter giveaway for a free copy of the book. Enter the Rafflecopter below, and then make sure to share it with your friends. Every person who enters the giveaway will be entered twice. That is no out, whatever. True. The contest will run until Monday, October 20th, 2014 at 11:59 p.m. Winners will be announced Wednesday, October 22nd, 2014. Good luck. Rancho Murders is set in my hometown of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I love my town. I want to share some of the things there are to do there with the others. We want Rancho Murders. I'm wildly successful, and it's all thanks to Twitch chat doing the hard work for me. True. Now playing. Watch this. Twitch chat works hard for me. True. Guys, this one's a little too true. I'm a superstar, a multimillionaire, and my secret to success is Twitch chat doing all the work for me. Sometime in the fall, Twitch chat told me I was the 9th highest streamer in the world. At the time, I'd only been streaming for a few months, so I was thrilled. I thought of myself as a mid-tier streamer at best, but I was really just a warm body streaming from time to time. I am now the 9th highest streamer in the world. YouTube! Now, I know some of you might be thinking, oh my god, how does that guy make all that money? I hear ya. You're not wrong. This is still my first year as a full-time streamer. If you told me a few years ago that I'd be telling you this, I'd laughed you out of the room. I didn't stream for a few years after college. I had a few jobs, but I found it. This one was good. Try doing one of your video titles. We could do I'm trying to take a bath, but Twitch chat keeps assassinating me. That one could actually be good. I'm trying to take a bath, but Twitch chat keeps going off. You know how it is. Want to take a bath? Twitter wants to chat with me. Stupid twee. I told them last week they were being too talkative. See, what happened is, I was a nymphomaniac all through college, and I used to spend my hours typing away at a laptop. I put on a bathrobe, then drop my clothes in the hamper because they looked like I'd been wearing them for days. I'd waltz into the bathroom, start writing. But somewhere along the way, I lost the fine art of writing for a living. It's kind of hard to have time to write when you have 2 little kids and a husband. That's why I have a boyfriend. I started a relationship with Nick Cage. I'm sure you saw him in Bruges or whatever it's called. He's an actor, you see, and we live together. Well, I live with him. I don't have to share him. What he doesn't realize is that he's an actor too. And you see, the film I was just working on isn't quite finished yet. I don't have a trailer or anything to... That was pretty good. In the video game Skyrim, I create mods, spawn cheese, kill fondle, and slaughter zombies with a potato. I also replace the statue of a woman holding a sword with a weeping man holding a statue of a sword that isn't an actual sword. And then I buy the woman a copy of Limbo. I'm a god. I call myself Diablo the Cheater. As far as I know, I'm the only person who writes a list of cheating cheats and uses it in-game. My mod turned the game into an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer, and I use that game on a daily basis. To date, I've cheated in 30 games. 22 of them were developed by other users, and the other 2 were made by me. And today, this motherfucker's named after me. I use a relatively simple cheat to game console games. What I do is turn the switch on the controller I use into a button on the console, and then I press it to trigger cheats that give me a better experience. Here's what those I don't want to be premature, but I believe we have found the new description of my YouTube career. This just whiplashes so hard with so much passion. My mod turned the game into an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer. So true. It's time to vote, ladies and gentlemen. We got five prompts to vote on. Good luck. I think there's an early lead coming out. 3, 2, 1. I'm Diablo the Cheater. I'm a god! I play an interdimensional sex simulator powered by a fucking necromancer! I use it on a daily basis. Oh, let's get this over to the network. You're never gonna get a job again? Or maybe I'll get lots of jobs. Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Profile pic? We could do a new profile. I mean, what would the new profile pic be, though? Take a selfie right now. You with the Thanos painting suit. This is for, like, jobs. This is for, like, work connections. Alright, let's say it under business. I mean, this is an aggressive LinkedIn profile picture. To be fair, though, does match Diablo the Cheater. It looks like our work here is done. Ever since February of 2021, this has been my LinkedIn profile. And I'm happy to say that those recruiters finally stopped emailing me. Just kidding. They emailed me 5 weeks later. I've gotten 4 emails since this change, and I finally replied to Bobby and asked exactly which part of my LinkedIn profile makes me so qualified for this job. He did not reply. And now I look forward to forcing every one of their recruiters to have to reread my LinkedIn and look at me in a Thanos bathing suit. This is Diablo the Cheater, signing off.